Your peanut butter jar contains more than peanuts. That spread you're eating every morning, it's loaded with added sugars, hydrogenated oils, and chemicals that have no business being in what should be a simple, wholesome food. I've spent weeks analyzing America's top peanut butter brands, testing them in labs, and investigating their ingredient lists and manufacturing processes. What I discovered will make you throw out your current jar immediately. Some brands contain trans fats despite claiming zero on the label. Others use peanuts contaminated with aflatoxins at concerning levels. The peanut butter industry has convinced Americans that sweetened, oil-filled spreads are normal. They're not. Real peanut butter needs one ingredient: peanuts. Maybe a pinch of salt. That's it. Everything else is food science designed to increase shelf life and profit margins while destroying nutritional value. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly which 6 peanut butter brands are lying to you. The ones using the lowest quality peanuts, the most dangerous additives, and the most deceptive marketing. By the end, you'll know exactly which brands to avoid and what you should be eating instead. Number 6. Peter Pan Peanut Butter. Let's start with a brand that's been in American kitchens for decades. Peter Pan, the whipped, creamy peanut butter with the boy who never grew up on the label. It's also peanut butter that should never have grown into what it's become. The ingredient list tells you everything: roasted peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oils, salt, and mono and diglycerides. That's 5 ingredients when there should be 1 or 2. The sugar content is 3 grams per 2 tablespoon serving. That doesn't sound like much until you realize natural peanut butter has 1 gram of naturally occurring sugar from peanuts. Peter Pan adds 2 grams of refined sugar per serving. If you eat peanut butter daily, that's over 700 grams of added sugar per year from peanut butter alone. A food scientist told me Peter Pan's formula is designed for shelf stability and sweet taste, not nutrition. The hydrogenated oils prevent separation and extend shelf life to 18 months or more. The added sugar masks the flavor of low-quality peanuts. You're eating engineered food product, not peanut butter. The hydrogenated oils are the real problem. Peter Pan uses cottonseed oil and rapeseed oil that have been hydrogenated to create trans fats. While the label claims 0 grams trans fat per serving, that's because FDA regulations allow products with less than 0.5 grams per serving to round down to 0. Peter Pan contains trans fats. They're just hiding under the legal threshold. Trans fats are banned in many countries because of their health risks. They raise bad cholesterol, lower good cholesterol, and increase heart disease risk. The American Heart Association recommends consuming as close to 0 trans fats as possible. Peter Pan's hydrogenated oils deliver exactly what you should be avoiding. The mono and diglycerides listed in the ingredients are emulsifiers that prevent oil separation. These additives are derived from fats and function similarly to trans fats in the body. While classified as generally recognized as safe, they're completely unnecessary in real peanut butter and add to the overall processed nature of the product. The peanut quality in Peter Pan is also concerning. The company uses commodity peanuts from large industrial farms where aflatoxin contamination is more common. Aflatoxins are carcinogenic compounds produced by mold on peanuts. While regulated, cheaper peanuts have higher aflatoxin levels within legal limits. The texture of Peter Pan is unnaturally smooth and creamy. This isn't from high-quality peanuts ground perfectly. It's from hydrogenated oils, emulsifiers, and aggressive processing that breaks down peanut particles to microscopic size. The mouthfeel is engineered, not natural. Peter Pan has also had serious safety issues. In 2007, they recalled all peanut butter produced at their Georgia plant due to salmonella contamination. The outbreak sickened hundreds of people across 47 states. While they've improved safety protocols, the incident revealed concerning quality control problems. The price seems budget-friendly at around $3 for 16 ounces at most grocery stores. But you're paying for sugar, hydrogenated oils, and low-quality peanuts. Natural peanut butter from quality brands costs $4 to $5 for 16 ounces, but contains actual peanuts without additives. Number 5. Great Value Creamy Peanut Butter. Walmart's Great Value brand positions itself as the budget option for families. Their creamy peanut butter is cheap. It's also one of the lowest quality peanut butters you can buy. The ingredients: roasted peanuts, sugar, contains 2% or less of hydrogenated vegetable oil, salt, and molasses. Notice the molasses. This is added to create a darker color that makes the peanut butter appear more natural and less processed. It's a visual deception. The sugar content is 3 grams per serving, the same as Peter Pan. Walmart adds refined sugar and molasses to mask the flavor of cheap peanuts. The sweetness covers up staleness, oxidation, and low-grade peanut taste. taste. A former Walmart buyer revealed, "Great Value peanut butter is made from the cheapest peanut sources available. Walmart contracts with manufacturers who bid lowest. The peanuts are commodity grade, meaning they meet minimum safety standards but are lowest quality within that threshold. Better peanuts go to premium brands." The hydrogenated oils in Great Value are particularly concerning because of the oil blend. Cottonseed, soybean, and rapeseed oils are all omega-6 fatty acid sources. When hydrogenated, they create trans fats and oxidized lipids that promote inflammation. Eating this daily contributes to chronic inflammation linked to heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. The texture is gummy and sticky rather than creamy. This comes from over-processing and the molasses addition. Natural peanut butter should be dense and oily. Great Value is thick and paste-like because of additives. The aflatoxin risk with Great Value is higher than that of premium brands because Walmart sources from the cheapest suppliers. While all peanut butter must meet FDA aflatoxin limits, commodity peanuts often test at higher levels within legal limits. Over years of daily consumption, this exposure adds up. The packaging is also concerning. Great Value uses plastic jars that can leach chemicals into fatty foods like peanut butter. Glass jars are inert. Plastic jars, especially when stored warm or exposed to sunlight, can transfer plasticizers and other compounds into the product. The price is approximately $2.50 for 18 ounces, making it the cheapest option in most stores. But you're paying for hydrogenated oils, added sugars, molasses, and lowest grade peanuts. The savings aren't worth the health costs. Great Value also offers a natural version, but even that contains palm oil and sugar. Walmart's definition of natural is loose. The natural version is marginally better, but still contains unnecessary additives that real peanut butter doesn't need. Number 4. Jif Creamy Peanut Butter. And here we reach America's best-selling peanut butter, Jif, the brand that's been in more American homes than any other. It's also highly processed peanut butter with concerning additives, marketed as wholesome family food. The ingredients: roasted peanuts, sugar, contains 2% or less of molasses, fully hydrogenated vegetable oils, mono and diglycerides, salt. Jif is slightly better than Peter Pan and Great Value because they use fully hydrogenated oils rather than partially hydrogenated, but it's still problematic. The sugar content is 3 grams per 2 tablespoons. Jif adds refined sugar and molasses to create its signature sweet taste. This isn't peanut butter, it's a peanut candy spread, a nutrition researcher explained. Jif's popularity is built on sugar addiction. Children who grow up eating Jif become accustomed to sweetened peanut butter. When they try natural peanut butter, it tastes wrong because their palates are trained to expect sugar. Jif has created generational preference for adulterated peanut butter. The fully hydrogenated oils in Jif are technically trans fat free because full hydrogenation creates saturated fats rather than trans fats. But these are still hydrogenated vegetable oils added purely for shelf stability. They prevent oil separation, but they also add unnecessary saturated fat and industrial processing. The mono and diglycerides are emulsifiers that further prevent oil separation. These are food additives classified as generally recognized as safe, but they're completely unnecessary in real peanut butter. They exist to make Jif shelf stable for 18 months. Jif's peanut sourcing is better than Great Values, but still commodity based. They use contract farmers across the United States, buying peanuts that meet minimum specifications. The peanuts aren't selected for flavor or nutrition. They're selected for price and consistency. The company has had multiple recalls over the years. In 2022, Jif recalled multiple products due to potential salmonella contamination from their Kentucky facility. Earlier recalls involved metal contamination and other safety issues. These incidents suggest quality control problems in their manufacturing process. The texture is extremely smooth and creamy, achieved through extensive processing and emulsifiers. Natural peanut butter has a coarser texture because it's just ground peanuts. Jif's smoothness comes from industrial homogenization and additives. The marketing emphasizes that Jif contains 7 grams of protein per serving. This is misleading. The protein comes from peanuts, not from Jif's processing or additives. Natural peanut butter has the same or more protein without the added sugar and oils. Jif costs approximately $4 for 16 ounces, making it more expensive than Great Value, but cheaper than natural alternatives. You're paying mid-range prices for low-quality peanut butter with additives. The brand also offers reduced fat versions that are even worse. Reduced Fat Jif removes peanut oil and replaces it with corn syrup solids and more sugar. You're trading healthy fats for refined carbohydrates, making the product significantly less nutritious. If what you've heard so far has shocked you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're about to reveal even worse peanut butter brands, including one that's basically frosting disguised as peanut butter. Number 3. Skippy Creamy Peanut Butter. Skippy is Jif's main competitor for America's most popular peanut butter. They're similar in many ways, but Skippy has some unique problems that make it even worse. The ingredients: roasted peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oil, cottonseed, soybean, and rapeseed oil to prevent separation, salt. Skippy uses partially hydrogenated oils, meaning trans fats are present despite the label claiming 0. The sugar content is 3 grams per serving, the same as Jif and Peter Pan, but Skippy's formula tastes sweeter because they use granulated sugar rather than a blend of sugar and molasses. The sugar is more concentrated and noticeable. A food industry consultant told me, Skippy's recipe hasn't fundamentally changed in 50 years. They're still using partially hydrogenated oils when the industry has moved away from trans fats. They claim compliance with FDA regulations by keeping trans fats below 0.5 grams per serving, but they're technically present. It's legal deception. The hydrogenated oil blend in Skippy is particularly problematic. Cottonseed oil is a byproduct of cotton farming and contains natural toxins that require extensive processing to remove. The gossypol content in cottonseed oil can affect reproductive health in animals. While processed cottonseed oil is considered safe, it's a low-quality oil source. The texture of Skippy is dense and sticky, different from Jif's smoothness. This comes from different processing methods and a higher ratio of hydrogenated oils. Some people prefer Skippy's texture, but it's achieved through additives rather than quality peanuts. Skippy's peanut sourcing is similar to Jif, using commodity peanuts from contract farmers. The quality is adequate but not premium. Better peanuts are roasted lighter to preserve natural oils and nutrients. Skippy roasts darker to create a stronger flavor that masks lower quality peanuts. The brand has also faced recalls. In 2023, Skippy recalled thousands of jars due to potential metal contamination from a manufacturing equipment failure. These recurring safety issues across major brands suggest systematic problems in industrial peanut butter production. The sodium content in Skippy is 150 milligrams per serving, higher than natural peanut butter, which has 0 to 40 milligrams. The added salt is unnecessary and contributes to excessive sodium intake. Americans already consume too much sodium. Peanut butter shouldn't add more. Skippy costs approximately $4 for 16.3 ounces, similar to Jif. You're paying the same as Jif for similar quality, with the addition of partially hydrogenated trans fats. The brand markets itself as "spread the fun," emphasizing taste over nutrition. This positions peanut butter as a treat food rather than a nutritious protein source. It's honest marketing in that sense. Skippy acknowledges they're selling sweetened spread, not health food. Number 2. Reese's Peanut Butter. And now we reach peanut butter that's barely peanut butter. Reese's Peanut Butter, sold in jars to capitalize on the Reese's candy brand. This is essentially Reese's peanut butter cup filling sold as peanut butter. The ingredients: peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oil, palm kernel oil, soybean oil, salt, corn syrup solids, molasses. Notice corn syrup solids. This is dried corn syrup added on top of regular sugar and molasses. Reese's contains 3 different sweeteners. The sugar content is 4 grams per 2 tablespoons. That's 33% more sugar than Jif or Skippy. Reese's is the sweetest major peanut butter brand, designed to taste like candy because it's marketed to people who love Reese's candy. A diabetes educator told me, Reese's peanut butter is candy in a jar. 4 grams of added sugar per serving might not sound extreme, but most people eat 3 to 4 tablespoons at a time. That's 6 to 8 grams of added sugar per use, multiple times per week. Over a year, you're consuming pounds of added sugar from peanut butter alone. The hydrogenated palm kernel oil is particularly unconcerning. Palm oil production is environmentally destructive, contributing to deforestation in Southeast Asia. Hydrogenated palm kernel oil is high in saturated fat and has been linked to increased heart disease risk. The texture is extremely sweet and smooth, almost frosting-like. This isn't what peanut butter should be. It's engineered to appeal to candy lovers, not to provide nutrition. Children who grow up eating Reese's peanut butter develop taste preferences for extremely sweet foods. The peanut content in Reese's is lower than in other brands, with multiple sweeteners and hydrogenated oil oils, there's less room for actual peanuts. You're paying for sugar and palm oil with some peanut flavor, not for peanuts. Reese's also markets this product to children explicitly. The Reese's branding, the candy-like taste, and the marketing messages all target kids. This is problematic because it establishes lifelong bad eating habits. Children learn that peanut butter should taste like dessert. The price is approximately $4.50 for 18 ounces, making it one of the more expensive options despite lower peanut content. You're paying premium prices for candy spread. The protein content is listed as 7 grams per serving, the same as other brands. But this is misleading because you're also getting 4 grams of added sugar and hydrogenated oils. The protein to junk ratio is worse than that of other brands. Reese's peanut butter represents everything wrong with modern peanut butter. It's a candy brand leveraged to sell sweetened spread as if it's real food. People buy it thinking they're getting Reese's flavor in a healthier form. They're getting candy in a jar. Number 1, Skippy Reduced Fat Peanut Butter. And here we are, the worst peanut butter in America, Skippy Reduced Fat. This represents the ultimate corruption of peanut butter, removing healthy fats and replacing them with sugar to create a product that's marketed as healthier, but is actually nutritionally disastrous. The ingredients are roasted peanuts, corn syrup solids, sugar, soy protein, salt, hydrogenated vegetable oil to prevent separation, minerals, and vitamins. This is a chemistry experiment, not food. The sugar content is 4 grams per serving, but that's misleading. The corn syrup solids aren't counted as sugar on the label because they're technically a polysaccharide, but they metabolize as sugar. The actual sugar content is closer to 6 to 7 grams per serving when you include corn syrup solids. A registered dietitian explained, reduced fat peanut butter is one of the worst nutritional scams in grocery stores. Peanut butter's health benefits come from healthy fats. Removing fat and replacing it with corn syrup and added sugar creates a product that's worse in every way. It's higher in carbohydrates, higher in sugar, and lower in satiety. People eat more of it because it doesn't satisfy hunger like real peanut butter. The fat content is 12 grams per serving versus 16 grams in regular peanut butter. You're saving 4 grams of healthy monounsaturated fat and getting 3 additional grams of sugar and corn syrup in exchange. This trade destroys the nutritional profile. The soy protein is added to replace some of the protein lost by removing peanut fats. But peanut protein is superior to soy protein isolate. You're getting inferior protein from processed soy instead of complete protein from whole peanuts. The added vitamins and minerals are a form of fortification to make the product appear healthier on labels, but these are synthetic nutrients added to compensate for nutritional destruction from processing. Real peanut butter doesn't need fortification because whole peanuts are naturally nutritious. The texture is gummy and sticky, almost paste-like. Without adequate fat, reduced fat peanut butter doesn't spread well. It clumps and sticks to the roof of your mouth. The eating experience is unpleasant compared to real peanut butter. The marketing for reduced fat peanut butter targets health-conscious consumers and dieters. The packaging emphasizes 25% less fat in large text. What it doesn't emphasize is the added sugar, corn syrup solids, and inferior nutritional profile. Studies show that people eating reduced fat peanut butter often consume larger portions because it's less satiating. The healthy fats in regular peanut butter trigger satiety hormones. Reduced fat peanut butter doesn't, leading to overeating. You consume more calories overall while thinking you're making a healthier choice. The price is approximately $4 for 16.3 ounces, the same as regular Skippy. You're paying the same money for a nutritionally inferior product marketed as healthier. It's a scam. Reduced fat peanut butter exemplifies the low-fat diet fad that damaged American health. For decades, we were told to avoid fat and eat more carbohydrates. Reduced fat peanut butter is a product of that misguided advice, removing healthy fats and adding sugar and processed carbohydrates. When I tested Skippy Reduced Fat against regular peanut butter and natural peanut butter, the differences were stark. The reduced fat version tasted artificial and sweet, the texture was unpleasant, and the nutritional profile showed exactly why this product shouldn't exist, okay? I know that was a lot of bad news about peanut butter. You're probably looking at your pantry, wondering what you should eat instead. Don't worry, there are genuinely good peanut butter options options available. Number 1. Crazy Richard's Pure PB. Crazy Richard's makes real peanut butter the way it should be made. The ingredients: peanuts. That's it. One ingredient. No salt, no sugar, no oils. Just dry roasted peanuts ground into butter. The texture is natural and oily. The peanut oil separates to the top, which is how real peanut butter behaves. You stir it before using. This isn't a defect, it's proof that nothing was added to prevent separation. The taste is pure peanut. It's not sweet, it's not salty. It's intensely peanut flavored in the best way. If you're used to Jif or Skippy, Crazy Richard's will taste different initially. Give it a week, and you'll never want to go back to sweetened peanut butter. The peanuts are sourced from American farms and tested for aflatoxins. The company is transparent about sourcing and processing. At around $6 for 16 ounces at most health food stores and some major grocers, it costs more than Jif but provides actual nutrition. Number 2. Smucker's Natural Peanut Butter. Smucker's Natural is widely available and affordable. The ingredients: peanuts and salt. That's it. The salt is optional. They also make an unsalted version. The texture requires stirring because the oil separates. Once stirred, it's creamy and spreadable. The taste is clean and peanut forward with just enough salt to enhance flavor. At approximately $4 for 16 ounces at most grocery stores. Smucker's Natural costs the same as Jif but contains no additives. It's the most accessible natural peanut butter for people transitioning from sweetened brands. Number 3. Once again, organic peanut butter. Once again makes organic peanut butter from organic peanuts and sea salt. The organic certification ensures that no synthetic pesticides were used on the peanuts. The texture is smooth and creamy from fine grinding rather than additives. The taste is rich and nutty. The company is committed to transparency and sustainability. At around $7 for 16 ounces at natural food stores and online, it's premium priced but delivers premium quality and organic certification. Here's how to transition to real peanut butter. Start with Smucker's Natural, which is widely available and affordably priced. The salt content makes it taste closer to conventional brands, easing the transition. Store natural peanut butter in the refrigerator after stirring. This slows oil separation and makes spreading easier. The refrigeration changes the texture slightly but improves shelf stability. Some people prefer room temperature natural peanut butter for easier spreading. Either works fine as long as you stir it thoroughly before first use. Use natural peanut butter in recipes without modification. It works exactly like conventional peanut butter, but without added sugar and oils. Your cookies and sauces will taste better with real peanut flavor. In fact, baked goods made with natural peanut butter often have superior texture because the natural oils distribute more evenly than hydrogenated fats. If you absolutely need sweetness, add a small amount of honey or maple syrup to natural peanut butter. This lets you control sugar content rather than consuming 3 grams per serving from processed brands. Start with 1 teaspoon per half cup of peanut butter and adjust to taste. You'll likely find you need less sweetness than commercial. Brands add. Teach children to appreciate real peanut butter. Kids raised on natural peanut butter develop healthy taste preferences and don't crave the sugar in conventional brands. Start them right from the beginning. If your children are already accustomed to sweetened peanut butter, transition gradually by mixing natural and conventional brands, slowly increasing the ratio of natural peanut butter over several weeks. Read ingredient lists ruthlessly. If the peanut butter contains more than peanuts and maybe salt, put it back. There's no justification for sugar, oils, or emulsifiers in peanut butter. The only acceptable ingredients are peanuts and salt. Everything else is unnecessary processing. Watch for deceptive labeling. Some brands use terms like natural or simple ingredients while still including palm oil or cane sugar. Natural doesn't mean anything legally in this context. Read the actual ingredient list, not the marketing claims on the front of the jar. Consider making your own peanut butter if you have a food processor. Buy raw or roasted peanuts, process them until smooth, and add salt if desired. You'll have the freshest, highest quality peanut butter possible at a fraction of the cost of premium natural brands. Homemade peanut butter also lets you control the roasting level and texture completely. Don't fall for reduced fat or low-fat peanut butter. These products remove healthy fats and replace them with sugar and fillers. The fat in peanuts is predominantly heart-healthy monounsaturated fat. Removing it destroys the nutritional value that makes peanut butter worthwhile. Be aware that natural peanut butter has a shorter shelf life than processed processed brands. Once opened, refrigerate it and consume within 3 months for the best quality. The lack of preservatives means it can go rancid if stored improperly. This isn't a defect, it's a feature of real food. Have you been eating any of these peanut butter brands? Are you shocked by what's actually in them? Drop a comment below and share this with everyone who eats peanut butter. They need to know what they're really consuming. Subscribe for more food investigations because peanut butter companies profit from you not reading ingredient labels. See you in the next one.